Now we'll see ellipse problem. The question will be like this. Draw the curve if the distance between directrix and focus is 50 mm with E equal to 2 by 3. Name the curve. So according to given data, first we need to draw one vertical line of any convenient length as directrix and name the ends as A, B. Okay. Next, from the midpoint of AB, draw the horizontal line of any convenient length as axis. Name the ends as C, X. Right. Now, as it is given, the distance between focus and directrix is 50 mm. Now, we need to locate the position of focus at 50 from C. So, I'm just located the point F at 50 from C, and after this, as it is given, E equal to 2 by 3, we need to add these two values, and next we need to divide this CEF into 5 equal parts. As it is given as 2 by 3, 2 plus 3, 5, we need to divide this CF into 5 equal parts by inclined line method, right? So I just divided the CF into 5 equal parts. I just named the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And now it's time to locate the position of vertex. What is vertex? Vertex is the position at which the curve and axis intersects, right? So now where we need to locate the vertex, as it is given equal to 2 by 3, we need to locate the vertex at second division from F, right? Suppose if it is given like E equal to 3 by 4, then we need to locate vertex at third division from F. First we need to divide that CF length into 7 equal parts, and after that we need to locate the vertex at third division, right? So I just located a vertex at second division from F. You just count the divisions from here, from vertex to here it's the first division, and from here to here it is the second division. So I just located the vertex at second division from F. Got it? Now it's time to draw the vertical line from vertex, right, of length equal to VF. From V you need to draw the line of length equal to VF and name the end as E. Here I am writing that one, V E equal to VF. Right. Now from V, draw the vertical of length equal to VF. Right. Now after drawing the vertical line from V of length equal to VF, name the end as E. Right, got it? Next you need to draw the line from C passing through E of any convenient length. Like this you need to draw. Now this line is called, the line which is passing through C E is called eccentricity line or constant ratio line. Got it? So after this, now it's time to divide the Vx line into any number of equal or unequal divisions. I'm repeating again. You need to divide the Vx line into any number of equal or unequal divisions. So here I am dividing this length into equal divisions. So first I am drawing the one vertical line from one division, and I am naming this vertical line as 1 dash, right? And next I just drawn the second line from this position. I just name the line as 2 dash. Likewise I divided this Vx line into 8 divisions, right? So minimum division should be 8. Maximum that depends on your interest, and at the same time it depends on the vertex, right? So here we have vertex 1. Now we are about to identify the other vertex, right? So to identify that, we just divided this Vx into 8 number of equal divisions. If you want, you can divide this segment into unequal divisions. So now with the help of compass, now I'm taking the radius. You just observe this statement. I'm now taking the radius 1 dash, and now with F center I'm going to draw the arcs above and below the axis, right? So now I'm just taking the 1 dash radius like this, and next with F center I'm going to draw the arc cutting the 1 dash at P1, right? I'm repeating again. I just taken the F1 dash radius, right? And next with F center I just drawn the arc cutting the 1 dash at P1 above the axis, and with the same center, same radius, one more arc cutting the same line, that is 1 dash below the axis at P1 dash. Got it? So now with the help of compass, by taking 2 dash radius, and now with F center one arc to cut the same 2 dash line at P2 above the axis and below the axis at P2 dash. Next 3 dash radius, F center, draw the arc cutting the same 3 dash line at P3 and below the axis at P3 dash. Likewise you need to repeat this procedure by taking the different radiuses and with the same center. See, till now I completed the arcs up to P7. Now I am taking the radius 8 dash, and now with 8 dash radius, and now with F center I need to draw the arc to cut the 8 dash line above the axis, right? So now when I am trying to cut the arc onto 8 dash, sometimes it won't cut the particular vertical line. So at that time you need to draw the arc cutting the axis at P8, right? Here we'll get P8 dash. So now this position represents the position of other vertex, name it as V2. Okay, so by doing so definitely you are going to get the other vertex. If you don't get the other vertex at this position, you need to extend the lines, means you need to draw one more line like this as 9 9 dash, and next you need to take the 9 9 dash as radius, and now with F center you need to draw the arc to cut the 9 dash line, right? Suppose if it cuts the 9 dash line above the axis, then you need to extend one more line and you need to name it as 10 10 dash. Again you need to take the 10 10 dash radius, and next with F center when you are trying to draw the arc to cut that line, suppose if you are lucky it won't cut that particular line, at that time you need to draw the arc cut the axis, and you need to name this point as V2. So this you need to extend if you don't get this vertex at this position. Got it? So I just got the vertex at this position. Now when I took the 8 A dash radius, and now with the F center when I am trying to draw the arc to cut that 8 A dash line, so I don't have a chance to cut that particular line. So what I did, I just drawn the arc to cut the axis. So I just name that point as P8 and P8 dash, and at the same time I just name the same point as other vertex, right? Now see what I am doing. Now it's time to join all these points with the smooth curve. Starting from V, P1 with P2 and P2 with P3, and next P3 with P4, P4 with P5, P5 with P6, P6 with P7, P7 with P8, and P8 with P8 dash, sorry, same, and next P8 dash with P7 dash, P7 dash with P6 dash, likewise. Then it comes to the initial point V. So now I got the required curve. So according to its shape, I can say this is the ellipse. Okay. So if the value E is less than 1, we'll get the curve, and the curve is named as ellipse. Suppose if we got the value E is equal to 1, then we'll get the curve called parabola. So to construct parabola, so first we need to draw the vertical line as directrix, and next horizontal line as axis, and after that we need to locate the focus, and next you need to identify the midpoint of CF. Now that midpoint itself represents the vertex. So after locating the vertex, we just repeat the same procedure as we followed to construct this ellipse. By repeating this procedure, you are going to get the curve called parabola. Next, if we get the value E as greater than 1, then we are going to get the curve called hyperbola. For hyperbola also, we need to repeat the same procedure. The difference is locating the positions of vertex. So suppose for hyperbola, if E is given as 3 by 2, then we need to divide this CF into 5 equal parts, and after that we need to locate the vertex at third division from F. So for ellipse, we located the vertex at second division from F, as it is given E is 2 by 3. Suppose if the problem is hyperbola, and if it E is given as 3 by 2, we need to locate the vertex at third division from F. From F2 you need to count the divisions, and from here you need to locate the vertex. And next, after locating the vertex, you just repeat the procedure as we followed for the ellipse.